Star Wars fans, Shadows of the Galaxy is almost here, and to, I guess, celebrate the launch, Fantasy Flight sent a bunch of content creators, including me, this gigantic box. I can't fit this. I can't even fit this on camera. I can't get it. It's too big. It's too big. And we're going to look inside. We're going to open this up. I think there's some Shadows of the Galaxy content in here, some other stuff I haven't actually watched. I don't know everything inside here. So let's just crack into this thing. And if there's a box in here, this is a box opening video. You probably already know because you clicked the thing. But I'm super excited to open this up. You're going to get my live reaction. We'll crack open anything inside and we will talk about it. Let's jump right into it. What's up, everyone? It's Dan with Main Deck, and I've done my best. I've tried to fit this onto our little pack cracking station here, and it's just too large. But we're gonna have to roll with this the way it is. And the cool thing about this is not sealed, so we're not gonna have to fiddle around with it too much. But we do have to get this box open and try and maneuver around my microphone and everything as we're doing it. All right, here we go. I think we got this off. Let's see what is inside this little gift box here. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Nice. All right. This is sweet. So we have a little note from Fantasy Flight. So thank you guys so much for sending this. I'm super jacked to open this up. We have a little of everything here. Okay. So first of all, yes. All right. So let me try and get everything in the camera here. So this includes let's do that a little bit here. So you can see a little bit more of this. We've got looks like the Darksaber playmat, which is super cool. It's going to look like that there. This was one of the ones that I think when this was revealed, everyone was like, that mat is so good, myself included. So very exciting. We do have up here, we have a little, wait a second. This is a signed Grogu promo? Hang on, I thought, oh, wow. Okay. I did see some people posting that they had a Grogu promo from this. I didn't realize it had signatures on it. I don't know who this is on the team. I assume like Jim Cartwright. It's maybe one of these squiggles of some kind, but I'm gonna have to figure out who all signed this. But that's super nice. Thank you guys. That's so cool. Wow. Okay. So we do have, as you can see right here, this is big front and center here. We have the 2-player starter set, Moff Gideon and Mandalorian from Spark of Rebellion, or excuse me, from Shadows of the Galaxy. Down here, it's kind of off camera, but there's a pre-release kit as well. So very exciting. We're gonna get some packs in there. And then we have off to the side, there's another set of just 5 booster packs, 5 more packs of Shadows right there. Awesome. And then, whoa, okay, there's a lot of, all right, so we have a soft crate. I am a fan of these soft crates. I like these soft crates a ton, and especially, they got the Rey art, the Rey and Kylo showcase artworks here, and then we got a pack of yellow art sleeves as well. So very nice. I will be ready to sleeve up my Shadows of the Galaxy decks and my pre-release decks right away here. Okay, cool. Wow. All right, so first of all, my first impressions here, of course, this is a very nice kit to send. There is a lot of cool stuff in here. The sign promo is top notch. I love getting all the Gamegenic stuff because I am a huge Gamegenic fan now. I use almost exclusively Gamegenic Accessories. So that is going to be just very objectively useful for me. And I am very jazzed to bring this to locals this weekend and play some fun pickup games with people using some new cards. That's going to be exciting. Oh yeah, I can't wait. Okay. So we might do a video on the starter set. I'm not totally sure. Might do a full video on it, but we'll crack it open here and just look at everything inside real quick. We're probably not going to do a deep dive right now because I'd rather just do that on a separate video. But let me take a second and we'll just magically kind of clean this up and get everything placed on our pack cracking station. All right, and so now that is everything from inside our little box. I think the first thing we're gonna do is just take a quick peek inside of this 2-player starter set. Again, this isn't going to be like a deep dive video into what comes in the starter set, but it comes with a deck for Moff Gideon and a deck for the Mandalorian, of course. So you're gonna kind of get what you expect. All right, so inside there, we of course have the 2 decks, Moff Gideon and Mandalorian in here in their paper wrappers. We'll take a peek at those real quick. So our Mandalorian deck, led by Din Djarin, the Mandalorian himself, who has a sort of an upgrade sub-theme, and this is a yellow-blue deck with a little remote village. That makes sense, right out of the show. Got new experience and shield counters showing some Mandalorian things, which is very cool. And then got a lot of new cards in here, a bunch of Mandalorians, Grief Karga, that makes sense. I think this is one of the starter, yeah, this is one of the starter deck cards. Grogu's a starter deck only card. So there's gonna be a number of cards in here that you only get inside the starter deck. And then if I recall, there's a couple of reprints in here as well. Razor Crest is a starter deck card. And then, you know, some rares from the set as well, which is always nice to see. There's a reprint Cargo Juggernaut. And I think, yeah, reprint Resilient. There's another one. So it has like an Snapshot Reflexes. It has an upgrade sub-theme. The idea is that you're going to put upgrades on things, maybe bounties on your opponent's stuff. Maybe you're going to put upgrades on your own units. And then that lets you exhaust your opponent's units. And then you get to not take damage, which is really cool. Just keep exhausting them and then use that kind of like tempo advantage. Very yellow and blue kind of play style. A very powerful card in here is Mandalorian's Rifle, which is going to allow you to capture exhausted enemy units. So of course Mandalorian will exhaust them and then the rifle can capture them, which is pretty sweet too. This is the way. Spare the Hurry. Yeah, Fell the Dragon. Fell the Dragon, probably going to be a pretty popular new card as well. Nice removal option. So very cool. And then the Moff Gideon deck. So this deck is going to be a green-blue deck. Both decks have blue, which is kind of a neat thing they did in this starter. And this one has the Remnant Science Facility, another card right out of the Mandalorian. So I really like the way that they themed that they themed these to be, you know, this from Navarro, themed them to be from the show that they're pulling these decks from. Moff Gideon's theme is about playing units that cost 3 or less, and then it's kind of an aggressive. It's not attacking the opponent's base. It's a control type deck where you're trying to attack your opponent's units, but he has the ability to power them up and give them overwhelm as well, so that they are able to deal damage still to the opponent when he's kind of playing control on the board. So very neat little deck as well. There's Dr. Pershing. Here's General Tog, who was not alive in The Mandalorian, but it's okay. We got him in here now. That's another reprint as well. Incinerator Trooper. I love this unit. I think this unit is really sick. Extremely powerful. Outland Ties. There's a reprint Seasoned Shore Trooper and Snow Trooper Lieutenants. This deck seems to have more reprints than the Mandalorian deck does. A lot of these troopers are reprints. Maybe a Phase 3 Dark Trooper is extremely good. Wow, it's really good. Yeah, Super Laser is another reprint from set 1. There's the Client and some Patrol Crafts. And then Gideon's Light Cruiser. Nice. So again, any starter deck exclusive card you do get a full playset of as well, which is super nice. Not every game does that. Not every game is doing that for you guys. So I really like that. Confiscate's in here, a nice card for them to put in the starter deck just to give you a game against the Mandalorian. Probably not a card you would play in the main deck if you were to like tweak this deck and try and play it in a tournament, but in this sort of starter matchup it works nicely. Yeah, so there you go. There's the 2 starter decks, and then you also are going to get a few goodies. You get some boxes. You're going to get some tokens. You are going to get a rule book. It is an actual quick start rule book, so you can start playing with paper in it. There are certainly some content creators who have a problem when they don't have rule books, so there you go. And what are these posters? We have like full... Why not? Yeah, show off that artwork. Let's go. Full posters of the Mandalorian and Moff Gideon. So you can totally deck out your room and or content creation studio with that. And it's got a playmat on the back. Okay, so it's playmats with some like little rules reminders that are also posters. That's nice. I don't remember these being in the first starter. Maybe my memory is just going, but I don't remember them being in these Spark of Rebellion starter decks. So that's kind of a cool thing if they added that. I'm a fan. I like that. Set these aside here. All right, and then of course, you know, we could go into the Gamegenic Accessories. I will really quick just show the soft crates off because we did a full Gamegenic Accessory review back with Spark of Rebellion. And my big takeaway with the soft crates was that for a budget option, I really like these. Oh, of course. Of course, Rey comes with Kylo. How good looking are these? These are so sick. So this is got a little catch on it so that it'll stay closed, and you can put all your tokens inside and throw it all over the place. Oh, look, he didn't see he's stopping the blaster bolt here too. That's so cool. Yeah. Okay. So, yep. Great. This is a great, I mean, Gamegenic has some really nice premium boxes, but these are really nice, lower budget options that will store everything you need in them still. So I'm a huge fan of the soft crates. Really like those. And then we have some packs of art sleeves as well. I'm a little hit or miss on the art sleeves. Sometimes they break on me. Sometimes they just shuffle a million times and they're totally fine. It seems to depend maybe a little bit on the print run of them, but I still use them all the time. They are very nice looking, and we have the new yellow Star Wars Limited ones as well. There's also a green one. Mine didn't come with that. I don't know if different creators got different ones. There's our Grogu again. All right, so let's look at the pre-release pack, and then we'll look at these other 5 booster packs. So the pre-release kit is what you're going to get if you attend your local pre-release, which I recommend you do, because number one, Spark of Rebellion became really hard to get, and getting packs now is maybe a good thing. I don't know. It's hard to predict where the prices will be. My suspicion with this set is that the prices will never get to where Spark did. There's like kind of a 200 plus per box, but I think they will never go below MSRP either. So if you're seeing boxes around MSRP, I would guess, this isn't like hard financial advice or anything, but I would guess it would be a fine pickup at, if you see MSRP anywhere, you should maybe just jump on it. And if you can go to your pre-release and get these packs, you know, these kits at MSRP, then that is great. I think that's a good idea. So inside a pre-release kit, what you're going to get is, of course, you're going to get 6 packs of Shadows of the Galaxy now. So you can build your pre-release pool with those. You're going to get this little pack. This little pack is going to contain some leaders that you can use right out of the gate to play your games with. Look at that. We have Hyperspace this time, Mandalorian and Moff Gideon. Whoa, wait a second. They're foil. They're foil on the leader side. Holy cow, that is so cool. Wow, that's sick. Huh. That is awesome. They haven't done foil leaders like this. That is really sick. And look, they isolated the artwork too. These look so good. Wow. Okay, so every pre-release kit, you're going to get these bad boys, and you're going to have a hard time using other leaders because these just look way too good. Wow, that's so awesome. Okay, big fan. Major fan of that. You're also going to get a small box that you can store your cards in. It's got a little divider featuring that kind of key art from the set that has like the Darth Maul and Aphra and Cad Bane and Forlom. That's Forlom. That's Forlom. Pretty sure that's Forlom and Jabba. That's Forlom, right? That's not Zuckuss. That's Forlom. I think that's Forlom. My God, I feel like a fake Star Wars fan right now. And then inside you got some little tips. I'm building a pre-release deck. Here's some tokens in case you forgot yours. And there's the rules in case you forgot to learn how to play the game. Of course, I have a video for you if you need to learn how to play the game. But yeah, there's rules in there that can help you out. So without any further ado, let's take a look at what our pre-release pool would look like. We're set aside our 5 packs that came in the kit for later. Let's see what kind of cards we get for our pre-release pool in this. Oh, I forgot how easily these rip. That's so nice. That's so nice. Okay. Our first pack, we're going to open up a Gar Saxon. So a nice leader option. He's going to give a friendly upgraded units +1/+0. If you see a lot of upgrades, that's obviously a pretty sweet card to consider. Drops as a 4/7 that has that ability, and they gain 1 defeated and return upgrade. There's attached to this unit to its owner's hand. That leader side, I think, is really quite a nifty leader side. I'm kind of a fan. Really, he looks like kind of a dork flying around. He should put his helmet on. He'd look cooler with his helmet on here. Poor Gar Saxon. You need your helmet, buddy. Jabba's Palace. That's a great location to include in here. Perfect. All right, Rocher Tree Tender. We got a Warbird. Let me get a little closer for you guys. A little closer. Warbird Stowaway. We got a Rokai Gunship. We got a Gamorrean Retainer. We have a Covert Strength. All right, our first Hyperspace is an Adelphi Patrol Wing. A little bit of that Mandalorian era New Republic stuff. I'm gonna catch Mando. Catch him riding dirty as he does. Then for some reason, these are upside down. Commons upside down. Wanted, Criminal Muscle, No Bargain, Liberated Slaves, and now we have our uncommons back to this side up. IG-11, There's Zuckuss. Oh no, Zuckuss. Yeah, that's... Yeah. No? Yeah. The eyes look the same. Why can't I remember which one this is? Hopefully I'll find out soon. We have Zuckuss. We have a Hyperspace Bounty Hunter's Quarry. Oh, what a hit! Let's go! First pack is Legendary Crate Dragon. This thing's kind of insane. This thing's kind of insane, guys. It's really, really strong. If you're going to ramp to anything, I mean, it doesn't immediately impact the board, but if your opponent doesn't kill it, it's going to kill them very fast. And if they try to kill it, it's going to do them a lot of damage. So you put this down. If your opponent isn't immediately threatening lethal on you, you have a pretty good shot of winning that game. Because you're going to, at the very least, just deal a bunch of direct damage to your opponent when they try and deal with it. So, wow, that was a sick hit. And then our foil here is the Trandoshan Hunters. So, pre-release pool, starting with a Crate Dragon and a Gar Saxon. I'm feeling good about this Crate Dragon in my pool. One thing I know about Limited is that with a 30-card deck, it's pretty easy to find your bombs. In this format, drawing 2 cards per turn, 30-card deck. So if you open up bombs like Crate Dragon, just force this color. Like I don't know what would make me not play red right now. I'm almost guaranteed to be playing red. We got a Hondo Onaka, who when you place things with Smuggle, you get experience counters on stuff, which I think this is maybe a little underrated. Another Java's Palace. We have Foundling, Night Owl Skirmisher, Moisture Farmer, Take Captive, nice. Flexible removal to play in Limited. Big fan of that. Yeah, the Guavian Death Gang. Let's go. Guavian Antagonizer, Hyperspace, Frontier Trader, Smuggler's Aid, Chain Code Collector again, Sonara San, Ketsu Onyo. Looking at spicy little aggression, heroism. New Adventure. Great card. This card also is extremely, extremely good. Zori Bliss is our rare here, and we got a nice foil Rivals Fall. Oh man, I don't know what I would be. Kind of want to play blue too, though. Wow, I'm not sure what I would end up playing. Okay, well let's see what else is in here. We got Ray. Nice, Ray's a pretty sweet leader too. Aggression Ray, interesting. Maz Kanata's Castle, that is awesome. Great artwork. Very cool. Pirate Battle Tank, Super Commando Squad, Clan Challengers, Ruthless Assassin, Vambrace Grapple Shot, Vambrace Grapple Shot, Discerning Veteran, Hunter of the Haxian Brood, Street Gang Recruiter, the Criminal Muscle. There's Echo. There's a Bad Batch sighting. We got Punishing One, Dengar's Ship, Coruscant, Dissident. We have First Light. Okay, nice little villainy vigilance card that can deal a lot of damage. Gives all your friendly... Oh man, can you imagine? Can you imagine having these two out and like if they try to deal damage to the Crate Dragon, it becomes like a 15 power overwhelm? That's so disgusting. That would be really gross. Oh man, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd be looking like a big space unit too is going to be harder to deal with in Limited. So that's kind of that's a thing to consider as well. And then foil is Cripple Authority, which is a card I'm kind of interested in trying in Constructed. It's like a mini forced surrender potentially if they have more resources than you, which those green decks they're gonna do that. Dr. Aphra, we got a rare leader here. When the regroup phase starts, discard a card from your deck. So I don't think I'm playing this in Limited because I do not want to discard my bombs, and it's going to be way too likely in Limited. I think this is a card that over time becomes very powerful in the game as we get stronger kind of discard pile focus strategies. We got some Spice Mines of Kessel, that makes sense. Detention, Block Corridor, Warzone Lieutenant, Vigilant, Pursuit, Craft, Trandoshan Hunters, Cargo Juggernaut, reprinted right out of set 1. Back into set 2, they're like, this is a card that we want in the Limited format. And I say, yes, thank you, because that is good in Limited. Resourceful Pursuers, No Bargain, Liberated Slaves, Crosshair. Okay, Crosshair, interesting. This is the way. We got Queel, and we got a Choose Sides. This is a fun one. 7-cost event. Choose a friendly non-leader unit and an enemy non-leader unit. Exchange control of those units. Yeah, sure, you can have my Guavian Antagonizer. I will take your Crate Dragon. I'll take 7, but I'll take your Crate Dragon. That's probably worth. Okay, Interesting. Deathwatch Loyalist. That's a card you could... I would sort of maybe push me into potentially playing green in Limited as well, because it's the kind of, like, it's the answer to a bomb that you might not have otherwise. You definitely are going to want to be able to answer your opponent's bombs. There's another Gar Saxons. That's limiting our options just a little bit. Means we might be thinking about Gar, because, well, 2 of our heroes were Gar, 2 of our leaders were Gar. Navarro City, Disabling Fangfighter, Price on your head, Village Protectors, Reckless Gunslinger, Rickety Quad Jumper. If that breaks, then the garbage will do. Weequay Pirate Gang, Rich Reward, Look the Other Way, Privateer Zik, Unlicensed Headhunter, Fennec Shand. We got a Hyperspace Privateer Crew. We have a Vambrace Flamethrower. Okay, good. Another card for our Aggression deck. This is quite a good card to toss onto something. Yeah, like Gar Saxon could really do work with this. Really could. And then a foil rare General Riken. One of our few rebels that we're actually getting in this set. So this is kind of a cool card. When played on attack, choose a friendly unit. If it has Sentinel, give an experience token. Otherwise, it gets Sentinel this turn. So he's gonna really mess up your opponent's plans. Potentially giving Sentinel to things constantly, or just buffing your Sentinels. Yeah, interesting 6-drop. Very interesting 6-drop. Okay, and then our final pack. Hyperspace Gar Saxon. Okay, lots of Gar Saxon in this pool. Deathwatch Hideout. And of course, in Limited, you're not restricted. Like, just because I didn't open a blue base, your shop should have blue basic bases for you that you can grab. Doesn't matter which bases you open. It's really just about the leaders. Heroic Renegade, Outland TIE Vanguard, Hylaban Enforcer, Desperate Attack, Hawk 290, Black Sun, Starfighter, Covetous Rivals, Hyperspace. I wasn't putting my hyperspaces in the same pile. Bounty Guild Initiate, Wanted, Bounty Hunter's Quarry. We got 2 copies of Bounty Hunter's Quarry, and this is a pretty, I think this is a pretty solid card, potentially. So that maybe is a good thing to have 2 of. The Client, Valiant Assault Ship, and another legendary gigantic cost card, the Finalizer this time. I don't know how we're going to get to the amount of resources to play these in Limited. We have to really... Oof, I don't know. But this says 11/11 with Overwhelm. When played, choose any number of friendly units. Each of those units captures an enemy non-leader unit in the same arena. So you're just going to take your opponent's board. Like this, I mean, if you don't win when you play this card in Limited, then I don't know what you're doing. Maybe dying to a Crate Dragon because you take 11. But there you go. That is interesting. Oh man, I have so many high cost green and red things. I don't know. And then we got we got a foil Surprise Strike, which is from set 1. We got another chance to get some foils of this, so I guess that's cool. So we got a couple of smuggly things. Zori Bliss. Zori Bliss is interesting. She gives you temporary resources. I mean, so I look at my rares right away and I go, okay, well, like, so I have some powerful cards here. If I look at my uncommons, I have a couple of Bounty Hunter's Quarry, I think. Or maybe was the Quarry not in the... Oh, the Quarry was a... Yeah, the Quarry was a hyperspace. Okay, that's why. A couple of Quarries... Crosshair is a way to deal with them. I'm looking really for like things like removal and things to gain advantage with. So I like Ketsu, but I don't know if I'm playing Ketsu. IG-11, pretty obnoxious card to play too in red, but that doesn't really lock us into villainy or heroism here. I'm not seeing a lot that would really lock me into either one. I would definitely be thinking about green-red here, but we don't have any ramp, so we'd have to play like as much removal as possible, and I don't know if we got a ton of actual removal in green and red. Oh, we got some price on your heads. Yeah. I mean, I think my big thing here, if I were actually playing this at pre-release, is I want to play that Crate Dragon really badly. So we have the Take Captive is nice, at least. Maybe just 1 price on your head? I guess we just have 1 price on your head. Okay. Okay, my initial take on this, I'd have to look through and see if I have a lot of smuggles. I'd be looking at Hondo. My big thing is my leaders were really guiding me into Gar Saxon in particular. I could see just going into Gar Saxon and like trying to take advantage of this Vambrace And that would give me access to things like this Rival's Fall, which is just going to be good removal. We have some, I think we have some pretty good villainy, like filler units at different levels that would work with Gar well enough. If I can find some things that give experience counters or anything, those would count towards Gar getting his little buff on things. I'd be looking at that maybe. I'd be thinking about blue-red, because realistically the finalizer is going to be really... you're probably going to lose the game before you can actually play as for 11. 11's too much. I think 9's doable. 11 is maybe a little too much without significant ramp. Yeah. First Light, Crate Dragon, these are both going to be cards that kind of like throw the game out of balance. Our only blue option is Gar Saxon. We have no red options, unless we went to Ray for heroism. So I think I would be building a red Gar Saxon deck that tries to just like end the game with Crate Dragon. That's probably what this pre-release pool would look like for me. Okay, but we're not quite done. We have these 5 booster packs to open as well before we are done with this video. So let us crack open these last 5 packs, see if there's any more juice in here. See if there's anything exciting that we want to show off. Starting with the very first pack, we're going to start with the Cad Bane. Also, to see if we can discover if I know what Forlom or Zuckuss look like. I can't picture Forlom if that's Zuckuss. I'm just not sure what's going on. We have Cad Bane and a Remote Village and a Pillage, Follower of the Way, Modded Cohort, Deathwatch Lieutenant, Collection Starhopper, Clan Ren Rescuer, Cloud Rider, Surprise Strike, Underworld Thug Reprint, Enforced Loyalty, Toro Calican, Brutal Traditions, Enterprising Lackeys is a rare, and a foil uncommon Millennium Falcon. That's cool. There's a new uncommon Millennium Falcon from Solo, the younger Falcon here. So nice to get a foil of that. That's pretty neat. Pretty nifty. Pack number 2. What can you do? We're gonna have welcome back, Cad Bane. So we have a Hyperspace Cad Bane this time, which is sweet. Cad Bane seems like a really sick leader. Definitely looking at that leader right now. Deathmark, Rival's Fall, nice. Mercenary Company, Daring Raid, a little flexible damage. If this is my pre-release pool, I think I'd be pretty excited about this pack so far, actually, just from the common perspective. Foundling, Kinton Intimidator, McClunky, that's another really powerful common to get. Okay, yep, great. Gray Squadron, Y-Wing, I'm a fan of that card. Chrysantin, Jetpack, Guild Target, we got a Sugi Rare, and a foil Hyperspace. There's our first foil Hyperspace here, Modded Cohort. So just a basic common, but a common with some nice little abilities. It works well in a good guy Boba Fett deck because it has some keywords. Ambush and Raid 2 means it's going to kill some things pretty well. It's gonna chunk some damage onto something, and especially if you're playing it with Fett, he's gonna be able to interact nicely with it to give it an experience counter as well, or a +1/+1 that turn. I can't. Oh, hello Gar Saxon, welcome. Welcome, Gar Saxon. Welcome back. I missed you. It had been too long. It had been too long. Is it because I made fun of you? Is it because I said you needed to wear your helmet? Is that why? Night Owl Skirmisher, Moisture Farmer, Take Captive, Hunting Nexu, Pirate, Battle Tank, Super Commando Squad, Smuggler's Starfighter, Twin Pod, Cloud Car. Yo, I like Cloud Cars. They're funny. When I started playing card games a long time ago, my very first deck was for Star Wars customizable card game, and I had Cloud Cars in it. So I have a soft spot in my heart for Cloud Cars, Principled Outlaw, Salacious Crumb, the Armorer, Cassian. Look at this. Look at these. These are the Avengers right here. These 3, they should get their own show. Salacious Crumb, the Armorer, and Cassian. Let the Wookiee win. Not quite as convoluted and specific as the Star Wars Decipher Star Wars Let the Wookiee Win, but a really funny card nonetheless. Either your opponent lets you ready up to 6 resources or ready a friendly unit if it's a Wookiee, attack with it and it gets +2/+0. The opponent gets to choose, but I mean, you can make that a pretty bad choice for them. And a foil Mandalorian Warrior. I like these aspect-free, aspect-less cards in foil. They look kind of nice to me. I'm not sure why. They just look good. 2 more packs to go. See if we can get another legendary. That would be pretty cool. That would be really sick. We have a Fennec Shand. Ooh, I'm a fan of Fennec Shand. I like this leader a lot. Definitely going to be playing around with her. Moscana's Castle Clan, Challengers, Ruthless Assassin, Vambrace, Grapple Shot. So many Vambraces. Detention Block Rescue. We got a Hyperspace Hawk. Hyperspace Hawk 290. Frontier Trader, Smuggler's Aid, Criminal Muscle. There's Forlom. Okay, it was Forlom. It was Forlom. They have very similar eyes, though. They really do. Even though I know Forlom's a droid, and Zuckuss is not a droid. Don't get on my case. I know who these characters are. I was just blanking. Couldn't remember. This is clearly Forlom, though. Obviously Forlom. I'm so excited that Forlom showed up to prove that I knew what I was saying when I said it was Forlom. It just made me... I just doubted myself. You all have these moments of self-doubt. You just have to move past them. Embo. We have a Wild Rancor. And we have a foil Kragan Gore, my favorite character from all of Star Wars. Yeah, if I knew what he was from. I don't remember. Probably from Clone Wars or something. Kragan Gore. Foil rare, though. That's pretty cool. And a Wild Rancor. And then in our final pack, pack number 5, last pack that we're opening, can we get any magic at all here? Can we get any magic? We got a Boba Fett. Yeah, it was +1/+0. Okay, I couldn't remember. I thought it was. I said experience kind of ruined. I was like, that seems way too strong. But +1/+0. Yeah, I think he's good. I think this is a pretty sweet leader. Very cool. We got a hyperspace spice mines. We got a Warzone Lieutenant. Vigilant Pursuit Craft, Trandoshan Hunters, Lookout Wookiees, Cargo Juggernaut, Clone Deserter, Disabling Fangfighter, Reprint, good reprint though, that's a good card. Hunter of the Haxian Brood, Street Gang Recruiter, Resourceful, Pursuers, Bravado, great, Enticing Reward, Freetown Backup. We have an Effant Mon. Yo, what a Effant Mon. And we have a foil, Fugitive Wookiee. Alright, so no legendaries in those packs, but we did get to see Forlom, and that was the important part I really wanted to see. Forlom, in particular, we got a hyperspace foil. Look at that. Modded cohort. Maybe I gotta build good Fett now. I gotta build a good guy Boba Fett deck to use those. Wow. Okay, there we go. So there were our packs. I'm going to be digging through these and seeing if I can throw anything fun together before our locals. But the set releases on the 12th of July. Pre-releases are the week before then, so you don't want to miss joining your local store for pre-release, getting your pre-release kits. Hope maybe I gave you a couple things to think about looking at a pre-release kit. Pick up some sweet Gamegenic accessories, do all the cool stuff, engage with the game because this game is so much fun. I am super excited for this set to expand what we have available to us to play many fun leaders, including lots of copies of Gar Saxon. You're gonna get him. I got a lot of him. You're probably gonna get him too. And that's cool because he's got a nice little white and red suit. He looks like a little spaceman, and that's something that you need in Star Wars. We can't all look cool like Boba Fett. Sometimes you gotta look like a spaceman. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Thank you again at Fantasy Flight Games for sending me this really sweet kit. I am going to be rocking this stuff this weekend and getting everybody at our locals extremely pumped for Shadows of the Galaxy, which they already are. I'm not even going to be doing anything useful because they're all pumped for it. I can't wait. I hope you guys check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about Shadows of the Galaxy and these pulls down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. It really does help us, as well as we are trying to show the game off to as many people as possible. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.